Traders, hello, namaste, namaskara. Welcome to your YouTube channel, Stock Market Teacher. Now, in this channel, what will you learn? And through this video, what will you learn is how I identify levels on Nifty and Bank Nifty index to take trades for the next trading day, what level I'm looking for to take a long or a short trade, and where will I take my stop loss, in which strike price will I be doing option buying because I mainly prefer option buying trades. And did I take, lastly, I'll be looking at did I take any trade today and did I make any profit or loss today and the logic behind the trade. I hope you guys had a good trading day today. Okay, and if you were watching the market, the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, it was a complete slaughter that happened. There was a bloodbath on the market in the opening session. Okay, Nifty and Bank Nifty both had a huge gap down. Okay, and the levels that you see that we had marked. Okay, and if you have not watched my yesterday's video, please go and watch the video completely. There's a lot of information. I had marked all these levels. None of these levels were touched today. The market opened a gap down and there was a continuous selling from the gap down opening, okay, on Nifty and Bank Nifty. So there was a huge fall in Nifty and Bank Nifty today, and after on the 30 to 45 minutes of trading, the market stabilized. That is Nifty and Bank Nifty stabilized. Okay, and it went into a trading range. So let's see what happened in today's session. So we had marked all these levels here, which we had planned. I had discussed the scenario in the yesterday's video, and I had discussed where I'm planning to take a trade at which option strike price I'll be looking at buying. I had discussed everything completely. You can find that in the yesterday's video. I will link it somewhere up there. You can watch yesterday's video, all the levels and the important things that I discussed. So what has happened in today's session? The Nifty opened a gap down around 17,450, well below the yesterday's low, well below the support levels we had discussed, and there was a follow through selling. And when it reached around 17,320 level, it made a bounce back up and it went into a trading range for throughout the session. Throughout the day, it went into a trading range. Okay, so this is what pretty much happened in Nifty, and it was a complete control by the bears. What happened in Bank Nifty? Bank Nifty opened well below all the levels that we had discussed. We had discussed the psychological levels. Okay, and you see what happened. It opened around 40,839 levels, so it was a complete slaughter. Okay, the bears had a complete control in the market. There was a huge selling from the beginning, and there was a selling, and then around 40,400 level, the market stabilized a bit. Right. So none of the levels were touched that we discussed in the session, but there is a very important thing that I'm going to discuss at the end. Okay, please watch the video till the end, and I request you all to please subscribe to your YouTube channel Stock Market Teacher and click on the bell notification and give a thumbs up to the video so that the YouTube knows that you like the content, and it encourages me to make the videos on regular basis and give a lot of information through the years of experience that I have gained. All right, so this is what pretty much what happened in today's session. Okay, now we are going to look at what are we looking at. Secondly, the level that we are going to look at, okay, on Nifty and Bank Nifty to take a trade in Monday's session. Okay, so take a trade in Monday's session. Now we'll start with Nifty and then we'll go to Bank Nifty. So we will mark the high and the low on the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So we'll start with Nifty. So the low on Nifty was 17,324 level. That is the low that reached on Nifty. I'll just bring this previous day high to adjust here, and the high on Nifty was 17,451.5 level. So this was the high and the low. After that, if you see here, the market once opened a gap down and there was a huge selling. The market made a U-turn from this level. So this level now makes a very important support zone. Okay, so this level makes a very important support zone. Now what is that support zone? Now your support zone and your day's low are at around the same level. So this will be a very interesting thing to watch. What will happen, whether this support level will hold in Monday's session, whether they will open up below this. So we'll have to wait and watch. So what is the support level that you're looking at? 17,325 to 17,335 level is the support level that you're looking at. Now this zone will be your completely, okay, this zone becomes very important now. This is your resistance level. Okay, this the today's high and this particular level. Now you see here the market, after bouncing, it was struggling to move higher from this level. Okay, I'll just use the brush here and I will just see. You see here the market was struggling from this level. Okay, you see here it kept coming down and it kept coming up and it turning from. So this level marks your supply zone, and this level becomes very important in Monday's session. We'll have to wait and watch whether there will be a breakthrough or whether the price will turn and come down to this level. Okay, so this is your main resistance level, and you can clearly see there is a support level here which is playing out. Okay, now you see here this level is acting as a support level. Okay, so this level is your support level. Now there is a very thin support level here, 17,375 to 17,382 levels. Okay, 17,375 to 17,385 levels. So you will see a 10 points. Okay, so this is your support level. Now clearly price was falling to this level and bouncing up, falling to this level and bouncing up. Okay, this is your support level. Now these levels I will leave as it is. Okay, I'm not going to touch them for now. The market opened below these levels, and these levels are expected to act as resistance for coming session. So what will be the game plan for the Monday session is? Okay, say for example we are looking at, say there is a gap down. Okay, there is a gap down to this level. Okay, or to this level. Okay, if there is a gap down to this level, or if there is a gap down below this level and there is kind of follow through selling. Okay, all right. So sorry, we'll just not take this into account for now, just leave it as, say for example there's a gap down to this level or gap down to this particular level. We are not going to immediately look at shorting the market. We'll wait and see if there is any kind of buying coming in, and if there is a good risk to reward ratio trade to be taken. We could take a long trade with a stop loss below this particular level. Okay, with a stop loss this particular, if there is a gap down and if there is a buying happening and a good risk to reward ratio is there, then we'll look at long position. Okay, suppose the market, okay, gaps up slightly to this particular zone. Okay, or the market opens flat and there is any kind of selling happening around this particular level. Okay, we'll wait and see if there is selling, then we are going to look at shorting the market around this particular level. We'll look at shorting the market around this particular level with the stop loss above this particular level. Okay, if there is a shorting I mean the selling happening, if there is a gap up, any kind of gap up to these levels. Okay, we never expected this kind of big gap down to open, but if there is a gap up to these levels, okay, to these levels, and there's an indication that the sellers are becoming very active, and there is a good risk to reward ratio trade, that is we have a small stop loss and a bigger reward, then we are going to look at looking at shorting around this particular zone. So these are short zones. So these are the scenarios that we are looking at. Suppose the market opens flat and comes to this level and there is buying happening, then also we'll look at buying. Okay, if the market, okay, say for example comes down, spend some time around this particular level and then breaks down, then we are going to look at shorting with a good risk to reward ratio. So these are the scenarios that we are looking at in Nifty. Now, what are the levels in Bank Nifty that we are looking at? We will leave these levels as it is. I will just mark the high and the low. So the high on Bank Nifty was 40,839 level, and the low on Bank Nifty was 40,341 level. So this was the high and the low on Bank Nifty. So this is pretty much now what we are going to look at. Now when the market opened a gap down and there was selling, it stabilized around this particular zone. So this marks a support level for Bank Nifty. Okay, this marks a support level for Bank Nifty now. So this particular zone, okay, this particular zone of 40,000 360 to 40,000, 390 levels. Okay, and this blue line, this days low, this is all your support level on Bank Nifty. Okay, this is all your support level on Bank Nifty. Okay, and what is the other thing that you're going to look at on Bank Nifty here is this particular zone. Okay, this particular zone will act as your resistance, because you see here, once the bounce up happened and came to this particular level, it struggled to move higher and it turned, made a U-turn from this, and it's see here, it is struggling to move higher from this zone. So 40,585 to 40,605 level will be your resistance zone on Bank Nifty. Okay, it will be a resistance zone on Bank Nifty, and next resistance is around 40,835 to 40,845 levels. Okay, this is a resistance level. These levels will still be intact. Okay, I'm not going to touch them. Okay, they will be acting as a resistance level. So what is the scenario that we are looking at? Okay, we will discuss it now. Okay, so these are the levels that I looked at. So what is the next thing? At what level I'm taking, looking to take a long trade or a short trade, and where I will place my stop loss? I already discussed that with my Nifty scenario. Okay, now I'll discuss what is the Bank Nifty scenario if I am taking a Bank Nifty trade. Now suppose, for example, Bank Nifty gaps down to this particular level. Okay, to this particular level of support. Okay, the price is closed around this level of 40,400 and 40,500 levels, and there is a gap down to this particular level, and there is an indication coming that there is a buying happening around this particular level, and there is a good risk to reward trade. Then I will look to go long. Okay, then I will go look to go long with a stop loss below this particular level. Okay, there is a good risk to reward ratio if and only if there is good risk to reward ratio. If there is a gap up to this level, okay, or if there is a gap up to this particular level or this level, okay, or these levels, okay, if we are looking at any gap up to the resistance zones that we have discussed, then I will look at, is there selling coming in? If there is selling coming in, I would look at shorting around this particular zone with a stop loss above this particular zone, wherever it is. If there is a shorting opportunity around this zone, above this will be my stop loss. Okay, above this will be my stop loss. So these are my short options here. Option buying in the PE side. Okay, if there is a shorting opportunity. Suppose, for example, the price just opens flat and goes to this zone, or it opens flat and comes to this zone. Okay, then I'm going to look how the market is behaving around this particular zone, and I'm going to take a trade below that. If the market gaps down and if there is a follow through selling, then I'll have to wait and watch. I cannot say for now what I'm going to do. I'll have to wait and watch. Alright, so that is what I'm looking to take, where I'm taking to take a long trade or a short trade. Now, which strike price I'll be doing option buying, I'll just give you an example. Okay, say for example, I'll go to Nifty. Suppose there is a gap down opening to 17,325 level. Okay, if there is gap down opening here, and if there is a buying coming in, okay, say for example there's a buying coming in around this particular zone. Okay, and I have a good risk to reward ratio trade to be taken. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is 17,330 level. So I will say, suppose, okay, here around 17,330 level is my buying opportunity. I will buy a slightly out of the money call option, say 17,350 levels. 17,350 levels I'm going to buy a call option, and I place my stop loss below this level. So this is the strike price I'm looking at. Say for example on Bank Nifty, if there is a gap up opening to 40,600 level and there is a selling opportunity, okay, and if there is shorting opportunity here, so what I'll be, what which strike price I'm looking at? I'm looking at 40,500 PE. Okay, put option. I'm looking at 40,500, slightly out of the money, put option, because it, since it's being a Monday, the theta decay does not happen faster. So I will be slightly out of the money option I'm going for. So that's the option buying that I'm going to look for. So the last thing that we are going to look at is, did I take any trade today and did I make any profit or loss, and the logic behind the trade. Yes, I took a trade today in Bank Nifty 40,500 call option. Okay, and I made a profit of 1,685 rupees. Okay, and I will explain you why did I take a 40,500 call option. That is, I went long. Okay, even though the market was uh, bullish, market was bearish, and where did I take a trade and the logic behind the trade. Now, if you see here, All right, let's go to the chart. The market opened below all these particular levels. Okay, it never opened this particular level. The market opened below this particular level, and the market gapped down. And if you see here, I just went slightly back. What was the support level here? There was a support level around this particular zone. So here was one opportunity, a good quick trade for me to be taken. So when the price reached around this 40,400 mark, I initiated a long trade with 40,500 call option, slightly out of the money option, with a good risk to reward. A stop loss was placed around this particular below zone, and then I left it to the market, and the market played out. There was a quick entry and a quick exit on this particular trade. So this is what happened in today's market, and the profit that I made in Bank Nifty with for 1,685 rupees. So this is what happened to this trade. So I hope you guys are learning through this video how I mark the levels, how I look for a good risk to reward trades. Okay, what I'm looking at on the levels, right? So if you like the content, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to your YouTube channel, Stock Market Teacher, hit on the bell notification, and share it with your family and friends. Have a nice weekend. All the best in Monday's trading day, and I will upload a new video on Monday evening. Thank you for watching.